What's up guys, this is Charlie, a writer from TechInform.us. Today's video is actually a pretty popular request. It's the unboxing of an iPod Touch 3rd generation. Now keep in mind the device is actually being unboxed, so this is kind of the re-unboxing. And make sure to don't mind these scratches right up on the box. So when you first get your iPod Touch, it'll basically look something like this in a very small box. This goes for the iPod Touch 2nd, 3rd, and 4th generation. Doesn't really matter which generation you have, except I believe for the 1st generation iPod Touch, the box was a bit different. So they haven't really changed the case designs much on the actual iPod Touch. On the side, you're basically going to have the iPod Touch logo and an Apple symbol. Up here, this is a 32GB version, and basically on the bottom you have your price tag. So let's get right into it. We're just going to lift this basically plastic cover off. It seems to be pretty high quality. And keep in mind this already has been unboxed. So you're just going to have this little pull tab. It'll be attached to the actual case frame through a sticky substance. So you're just going to pull this off, reveal it, and then there's the iPod Touch. I might add this is just a little sticker. So here's the iPod Touch. You're just going to pull it out of the box and it will come in this little case frame. Now on the back it basically gives you some instructions on taking the actual casing off. But we're going to get into that in a moment. In the box here, you basically open it up. I'm sorry I did not do the best job of wrapping these up. You have your Apple headphones, which come with a built-in mic and volume up and volume down. This little lever thing. Here you have your 30-pin dock sync cable. It's about 3 feet, I believe. In here, you have your iPod Touch guide right here. Just come with a little slider. And in here you have basically the instructions for the entire iPod Touch. But who really needs to use those? It's not that hard to figure out. Then here you just have the warranty and agreement guide. Now I might add you will get some Apple stickers, but I've actually added them, taken them out of the box and added them to the collection of different Apple stickers that I have. So putting the box aside, let's get into the actual device right here. Right here, basically what we're going to do, we're going to clasp it by both sides of our finger, take our middle finger or whichever finger, and basically push and it'll pop out. Now on the back it does have some scratches, as you can see in my camera, but it's in pretty good condition right now. It'll be completely off and it'll be in this power state mode, so you're going to hold the power button like this until the Apple symbol comes up. There, as you can see, the Apple symbol has come up, but when you turn it on, keeping in mind this has been unboxed, I've said it about 4 times already, but you're going to get this connect to iTunes button. So until iOS 5 comes out, and they've preloaded all their devices with iOS 5, and it's PC free, you're going to get the connect to iTunes screen. That's basically where your USB sync cable comes in handy, and you just plug this into the very bottom of the device, right like this, and then put the USB 2.0 port slot into your computer. So right here, it's up right now. This is my wallpaper. You're going to slide to unlock, and then here's the iPod Touch. I might add, here's the actual, I will be doing right here the actual review as well. So when you first turn it on, it's not going to look like this. These 3 apps, the Amazon Weather Channel, so right here, these 3 apps, the Amazon, the Weather Channel, and Twitter are not going to be there. System Preferences, the App Store, iTunes, and the Utilities folder, as well as Notes, Weather, Maps, Stocks, YouTube, Contacts, Photos, Calendar, and Game Center will be there as well. Now, well, I'm not sure if Game Center will be there. So when you first get your iTouch, there's going to be a few software updates that's available. As you can see, when you go into your settings, or I said System Preferences, my bad, I'm thinking about Mac. I'm running 4.3.4. That is the newest version of iOS, I believe. And so you're not going to have that version. You're just going to plug it into your computer and basically just check for update. So I'm going to be blocking out my serial number. I don't really know why anybody would need that, but I'm just going to be blocking it out anyway. So here's the iPod Touch. It's pretty dang simple. Here, Safari is your web browser. Apple's web browser. It'll open it up when you first, if you do not have actually a current web page loaded, it'll open up your bookmarks. Let's say I want to go to Apple. it'll load on Apple. I might add, you do have to be connected to a wireless network to use the iPod Touch on the internet. Now, what's kind of frustrating is that I'm actually not aware of a cable you can buy, like you can with an Ethernet cable computer, where you can basically plug it in and use the internet. I'm not aware of that. So, that's Safari. It's pretty simple. It's basically touch and drag and then pinch to zoom. So it's pretty simple. Home button always gets you back to the home screen. Now you basically have all the other utilities. The App Store, for example. This basically loads your apps that you have purchased, as well as finding new apps in the App Store. You can also use the Top 25 feature to feature the top 25 apps of different categories, like top free, top paid, if I can click on it, and top grossing. So, that's the App Store. Same thing goes with the iTunes Store. It's basically just a mobile version of the iTunes Store. In the Utilities folder, we have basically your clocks, your calculator, and your voice memos. Nothing's too special there. Notes, I don't have any notes. Weather, I'm not going to be marking that out because it shows my location. Maps, just basically like a GPS. That's that. Stocks. This is where you can actually check the daily stocks of your current time. Next, YouTube. I'm not going to open that because it has my channel on it or my account, but this is basically a mobile YouTube app that Apple has put in because Safari does not support Adobe Flash, which is what YouTube uses to play videos. Contacts. Not going to be opening that. Whoops. And photos. I'm also I won't open that, but you can just basically go through your photos. Same with iCal and Game Center. Now, this is actually a new feature that was released, I believe, in 4.0 or somewhere around that time. So it's like an Xbox Live kind of. You can play games with your friends. So you can scroll through, make folders. So it's pretty simple, very simple user interface. Here's Spotlight search, like on the Mac. You can search for different apps. But yeah, this is the 3rd generation iPod Touch. Taking a look at the side, we basically have nothing. It's very thin, by the way. The back, we have iPod, and it says 32 gigabyte. Don't know if you can read that. And on the others, on the top, we have the power off button right here. And on the also on the back, we have the wireless internet sensor right here. So it's not that hard to use. On this side, I might add, we do have our volume. So it's really not that simple. I mean, hard to use. To connect to a wireless network, I might add, you're just going to go to your settings and go to Wi-Fi. Now, that's basically it. So it's like a little computer in your hands, almost. It does not have a phone. Obviously, you can check your email. I forgot to mention, you also have your music because it's an iPod. So, keeping this video under 10 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks for watching. Also, make sure to check out the website that I write for, if you will, at www.techinform.us. Also, follow me on Twitter at twitter.com/abnercus. Again, that's ABNERCUS. And make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe for more tech reviews and tutorials. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.